I know that in this room, and for those listening from afar, there are souls exhausted from trying to be strong. There are unspoken cries. There are why questions, where the answer seems to be the silence of heaven. Perhaps you've felt the weight of circumstances pressing down, leaving you breathless, feeling unheard and unseen. Your heart may be a tangled mess of emotions, grief, anger, confusion, and deep disappointment. It's easy to feel utterly alone in these moments, convinced that no one truly understands the depth of your pain. But I want us to discover a liberating truth together. God doesn't demand a happy song when our hearts are broken. He hands us a hymn book, and within it are the very notes of lament. He offers a safe space for your raw, unedited emotions. We won't shy away from these difficult feelings. Instead, we will learn to transform our very sighs into a prayer, a genuine melody before the Lord. My heart goes out to all who are silently hurting. You are not forgotten, and your pain is acknowledged. Now, having acknowledged the initial dissonant notes of our pain, let's explore how the Psalms, specifically Psalm 35, give voice to our deepest cries when facing injustice or feeling attacked. Perhaps you felt betrayed, slandered, or unjustly targeted, leaving you with a profound sense of helplessness. Psalm 35 is a powerful testament to the human experience of conflict and the desperate plea for divine intervention. It's a raw, unvarnished prayer where the psalmist lays bare his anguish, calling on God to contend with those who contend with him. This isn't a prayer of polite requests. It's a warrior's cry for vindication, a desperate longing for justice in the face of overwhelming opposition. Unchanging promise, Psalm 33, verse 1, Nif contend. Lord, with those who contend with me, fight against those who fight against me. This verse assures us that God hears our cries for justice and is willing to step in on our behalf. Just as David poured out his heart, feeling surrounded by enemies, we too can bring our full, honest emotions to God. He doesn't expect us to sugarcoat our pain or pretend we're fine when we're not. Story of overcoming. Consider the countless individuals throughout history, and even today, who, like David, have faced baseless accusations and felt utterly alone. They found solace and strength in pouring out their hearts to God, using Psalms like 35 to articulate their grievances and find courage to endure. Step of faith this week. Find a verse in Psalm 35 that truly resonates with your current struggle, and use it as your honest prayer each morning, allowing God to hear your heart as we move from the cries for justice to the embrace of divine protection. Let's turn to Psalm 91, a magnificent anthem of God's unwavering shield over our lives. If Psalm 35 was the lament of conflict, Psalm 91 is the comforting melody of security. Have you ever yearned for a sanctuary? A place where you are absolutely safe from the storms of life? This psalm promises just that, a dwelling place under the Almighty's shadow, a fortress against every threat. It speaks directly to our fears of the unknown, the hidden dangers, and the overwhelming anxieties that often plague our minds. Unchanging promise, Psalm 91, verse 4, NIV. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. This beautiful imagery assures us of God's tender and formidable protection. Like a mother bird sheltering her young, God provides a secure refuge. Story of overcoming. Think of the many who have faced life-threatening illnesses, natural disasters, or immense personal dangers. They found strength not in their own might, but in clinging to the promises of Psalm 91, believing in God's steadfast watch over them. They experienced peace amidst chaos, knowing they were held securely in His hands. Step of faith. When you feel overwhelmed by fear, take a moment to visualize God covering you with His wings and declare Psalm 91 verse 4 aloud as a personal prayer for protection and peace. Having explored both the raw plea of Psalm 35 and the secure embrace of Psalm 91, we now transition from the initial notes of lament to a powerful crescendo of unwavering trust. The journey through these psalms isn't about ignoring our pain or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, it's about channeling that pain, those questions, and those fears into a profound dialogue with our Creator. It's realizing that even in the deepest valleys, our God remains the steadfast conductor of our lives, orchestrating a greater purpose. Perhaps you've begun to feel a subtle shift in your spirit, a growing whisper of hope where there was once only silence. Unchanging promise. Psalm 91, verse 2, NIV. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. This is more than just a statement, it's a declaration, an intentional act of placing our faith in God's character, despite our circumstances. Story of overcoming. Consider the Apostle Paul, who faced countless trials, shipwrecks, and persecutions. Yet, his writings are filled with declarations of trust and joy. Even from prison, he learned to lean on God's unwavering presence, turning his hardships into opportunities to experience God's faithfulness. Step of faith. Today, choose one challenge you are facing and deliberately declare, God, you are my refuge and my fortress in this situation. I trust in you. Multiple times throughout the day, allowing it to anchor your soul. We have journeyed together through the initial dissonant notes of pain and unanswered questions, found our voice in the honest lament of Psalm 35, sought refuge under the protective wings of Psalm 91, and moved towards a steadfast declaration of trust. This journey through the Psalms is a testament to God's willingness to meet us exactly where we are, transforming our broken melodies into a powerful symphony of healing and hope. You have found language for your soul's deepest cries, and a fortress for your weary spirit. Declaration of hope. No matter what the melody of my life may be, I still believe you are the conductor. Even if I cannot see the light, I still believe you are my song. Lord, you are my strength, and you are my psalm. I invite you to come to the Lord, allowing Him to reharmonize your soul and grant you His profound peace. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. May you find renewed strength, abiding peace, and a fresh song of hope that rises above every circumstance. Amen.